So, I'm Ingrid and this is Lotta, and we have in front of us the object of communication.
So we should identify the points of departure with the dice. Okay, let's try.
Sure.
Okay, so situation.
Yes.
And then I have identified this one, which is...
You have to turn on.
Yeah.
Exhibition.
It's the format exhibition. I don't know where inside of this, but you've said that one can anyway use creativity and even criminality when playing with this.
It's exactly the part when we are, as it is written, mutate the rule with what you mentioned, virtuosity, creativity and criminality.
Okay, good.
If we want, we could decide that this part of the box is a situation.
Yeah. Okay, so now we are already making the exhibition a little bit less stable.
Well, what I find interesting is that an exhibition for me might be a situation in itself.
We are only two now.
We are only two, except if we decide to have a fictive player.
Okay, I like that rule.
But like, could it be that in order to complexify a bit for us, is that if I'm standing here, I'm Ingrid.
Yeah.
And if I'm standing, let's say, here, I'm another one.
Okay, sure. And if I'm standing there, I'm also Ingrid, okay?
Oh yeah.
And here we are Lotta. So we play each other and something else. The object of communication is turning into a toolbox.
This would be the situation.
Yeah.
This would be the toolbox. And
the whole thing now, and the fact that we're shooting a little video at the same time, is the context.
Is the context.
Yes.
I mean, as Lotta, I know that Lotta would love. So I have to turn into this is complex. That I would love as Lotta to look at a format from the perspective of another format.
Did I understand right that we can also call this a form, like assign a format to this?
Exactly, that was a bit of the idea.
Okay, cool. I would really like to look at exhibition through the formats of publication. One can also think that publication doesn't have to be, of course, like the standard thing. Like I think of this object of communication as a publication.
But also it has to do that how one can do a choreography of idea.
So we have exhibition inside publication.
So then I would say
and that what I like about exhibitions is the non-linearity. You can come and go when you want. And if I look at that and compare it with the format of publication, I think this is somewhat a similarity.
So if I understand well, I would enter a space that is an exhibition space, but I would not see something exhibited.
We can still decide that. Do you have something that you want to suggest?
Well, I'm a bit confused because, like, now with the dice that I thrown, we throw content. So do
you have a hobby? Basketball? Can we choose that?
I would not like throw it
because of the material costs.
But like I quite like the idea of falling in.
That actually some things will be dropped more randomly.
Yeah,
rather than placed very precisely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So drop randomly.
But I mean, in basketball, you don't really drop things randomly. You sort of aim maybe there should be like something that you aim at, even if you throw it into a hole.
Because now it's very action based, and if we think of
so it's like
movement, think of the potentiality of the doing by dropping.
Okay.
I found it quite interesting.
I think we need to at least make some temporary decisions on what it is that we throw in. If to imagine that the content is basketball, we also just need to decide whether the content is basketball metaphorically, or we really speak about basketball and we speak about the experience of, I don't know, getting sweaty and tired and things like this.
What would be interesting for me is that if we could think of an exhibition where knowledge continue to be in movement.
A circulation of how people visit it, so that you don't only visit like clockwise, or you don't only visit once, but something about,
And when I was thinking of that, which I think contribute to your proposal of rotating, but I was thinking that what would be interesting is that like what might not enter the situation from a door,
but it would be nice dramaturgically that you first enter, see things, and only later you understand that the exhibition is changing thanks to how you choose to drop things.
When you arrive, you can be invited to walk forward, backward, or being carried.
And it's very different if it's people that know how to roller skate or audience that choose to visit it through roller skates.
Where inside it would be around ice skating.
Instead of buying a ticket, basically you rent a pair of skates. Like maybe it's not very safe, but I like the idea of people that are not so good in rollerblading having to like avoid things that are being dropped from the roof. Like even if it's like one can think of them, like it also maybe determines what it is.
I mean, have we said that it's a material that stays a material? It could, I don't know. For example, now I thought of this snowball. That like come and then they fall on the floor and they just melt. You know. What about trying to find a title for this proposition?
I like the idea to go for a title, and when we have a temporary decision on a title, I think this expansion is over.
I have one suggestion which is very basic, but I'm not good at title. I thought that BS would be great.
PS? BS.
It's as if like you won't try to be smart.
How? That the title of the exhibition needs to sound like some sport that doesn't exist yet. So it could be, for instance, like drop ball. Actually, the action, like you have basketball, drop ball.
I would love a certain twist in it.
Yes. If you can add that to what I just said, I think we're close.
It's not catch me if you can.
It would be nicer in that case that it's a bit like an anti-game. Like inverted rules.
I mean, there is one that could be nice, which is one of the words that has been used in this, and that I found also interesting in relation to exhaustion. It would be let go.
It's like when you play the cards, and instead of taking as much as you should in order to win, you try to take as little as you should.
So this let go ball, it's quite interesting, like to not be into control,
but be given rules that are somehow telling you indirectly what not to do. Then shall we let go then, or shall we pack up the box? Satisfied?
Yeah.
It's a nice box. So chin chin